What can you get for a $100 meal here in Jaffna, Sri Lanka? Let's find out. In our last episode, we headed down to the East Coast to discover what $100 will get you in Batticaloa, from the market to a home-cooked feast. Now we're back and we've taken the journey all the way up to the north. On this episode of a $100 meal, we're here in Jaffna, Sri Lanka, and we're going to find out what exactly we can eat for $100. Jaffna sits at the very top of Sri Lanka, and it's a world of its own, known for its rich history, its deeply rooted culture, and a cuisine that is unlike anything else you'll find on the island. Bold spices, fresh seafood, and flavors that have been passed on for generations. This is what we came for. So we've reached out to our friend in Jaffna to give us a fabulous, authentic Jaffna meal. And this time we're going to be having dinner. But before that, we need to head into the market. Delicious local meal always starts with fresh ingredients, so that's why we are out here bright and early at the Kakadiva fish market, and we're going to get the freshest seafood that we can get our hands on. Alright, it's getting started in there, it's getting loud and boisterous. So interesting fact, here people actually come here and buy the fish and fill up these boxes. So I actually saw them buying the fish and they get put into these boxes. And these boxes actually go delivering. Bikes and bicycles all go delivering to the homes of people. Not delivering exactly, but they're selling to the home. So that'll be what we used to hear in the city, of people coming down and selling fish right at your doorstep. And it's a bit of a dying thing in the city, but it's still happening out here, which is very nice because it's a day's catch and it's very fresh and it comes right to your doorstep. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and explore more of our journeys through Jaffna, from the incredible Nallur festival to the wild horses of Delft Island, and a full guide of the top 10 things you must do when you're in Jaffna. It's all waiting for you right here. Alright, we stepped out for a little bit because Uncle drives a hard bargain and us standing around with our cameras is not helping him. But it's very interesting to see how the negotiations go through here. Can get a little aggressive sometimes, but I can see that that's the way that it has to happen. Right now we have made it to the vegetable market. We're at the Pinaveli vegetable market. This is the largest market here in Jaffna. It is a wholesale and retail market, so you can find literally everything, the freshest of the freshest. It's really something else to walk through the markets like this, one that still runs on relationships and cash only. No preservatives, no packaging, just raw, fresh produce traded the same way it has been for decades. First step is to clean our seafood, starting off with the fish. Very interesting process. First thing I've noticed is you have to have the right tools. You've got a special brush to get the scales off, and I just saw Uncle go and sharpen his knives. Alright, so we're in the kitchen. It is evening time. Everything is going. There are so many fragrant spices in the air, and The food is being prepared. Tonight we're having puttu and string hoppers as our staple to go along with all our delicious curries, meat and vegetables, so I'm very excited. String hoppers are made out of rice flour and they are squeezed out into this really lovely shape and then steamed. Puttu is a different type, it's kind of a more crumbly texture. It is also stuffed into this very specific type of container, layered with coconut and then steamed as well. So these are two steamed rice flour dishes. They are staples here in the community, and puttu, which we call pittu in the south, is very, very popular here. It is what my friend calls the national dish of Jaffna. Gaushi's mom left us in charge of finishing off the pittu before it's ready to steam. This is what it has to look like before it goes in from here to here. And so as you can see, these are now larger clumps that we're using this technique to make smaller. We've had a lot of help. You know, I just came here, so I think you've done a good job. I think it's definitely getting smaller. Now, of course, $100 yields a lot of food here in Sri Lanka, and we are not about wasting. So we have not only Gaushi, Siva, Priya and all our Jaffna friends and their family here. We also have one of our tour groups who are joining us, and they're going to have a chance to try a fabulous, local, home-cooked, authentic Jaffna meal. Which is why we didn't just fall in love with the places in Sri Lanka. We fell in love with the people. The auntie in Jaffna who insisted we try her crew, the glamping host in the Knuckles who shared his dreams under a lantern-lit sky, the surf instructor in Arugam Bay who taught us patience, not just balance. These aren't people we Google, they're friends. And now, they'll be yours too. At Sheneller Ventures, we don't just show you Sri Lanka. We connect you with the humans behind the beauty. Because real travel is personal. And your trip should be too. Have an absolute feast laid out for us, and the thing is, when you spend time here, from the time of the shopping to the time that it takes to prepare this meal, you will never take something like this for granted. The amount of effort and love that has gone into preparing this meal. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. We have an entire vegetarian range over here. We've got bitter gourd, we've got eggplant, spring onion, beans, coconut sambal, we've got lentil curry. We have elephant foot yam, something new for me to try, 2 types of puttu, and on this side we've got the meat feast. We've got cuttlefish, we've also got some coconut milk curry, we've got mutton, crab, fish eggs, prawns, fish, as well as Jaffna spicy omelette. So my mouth is watering as I'm speaking. I cannot wait to dig in. So with a traditional Jaffna meal, we have to have it a traditional way. So we are sitting on the floor, eating it on the mat, off the banana leaf. And as you can see, the banana leaf is pointing in a certain direction. So there is a correct direction to have your banana leaf pointing in, and this is it. And the beauty of a meal like this is that throughout the variation of the curries, they're not just random. Each one is selected because it each provides a different type of taste. So that's a bit of sweet, a bit of salty, a bit of savory, a bit of sourness, and all of that together is what creates the perfect bite and what completes the traditional Jaffna meal. This is just one stop in our $100 series, where we travel across Sri Lanka discovering authentic meals and local stories. Head over to the playlist to see what kind of a meal $100 will get you in all corners of the island. Every episode is a different world.